Okay, recording this video Monday 13th of February 2012, just coming out to 1:55 p.m. Chicago time. Just want to record this video, get it out on the website, and I'm just going to tag on my day trades, but just want to do a quick little overview of the kind of tip frame charts. 4,500 tip bar chart. This is Monday's activity, and this is Friday's activity. You can see on Friday we kind of sold off from Thursday night into Friday. Friday bottomed, pullback to end of trend sequence, but we didn't have an exhaustion selling kind of sequence down here. We needed to do a little bit of a complex retracement before hitting a real exhaustion selling signal down here. Double bottom, if you like, bullish divergence kind of comes in. Then we had a whole bunch of blue professional bars into the close on Friday, kind of buying up these kind of lows. It was interesting. Friday, end of the day, blue professional bars, difficult to say whether they're just kind of squaring off positions at the end of the day, end of the week, or kind of taking positions. And it does kind of look like it was kind of taking positions, because then on Sunday evening we had the news out of Greece, and we had pretty spectacular kind of pop and bounce up to the 50s again. But anyway, so we kind of found resistance are in the 52s or so on, but we're in an uptrend, and this kind of exhaustion or explosive kind of buying activity here is basically the sign that people are getting on board this kind of move. So looking for pullback to an exhaustion selling signal, end of trend, and so on. And we found support kind of early in the morning after the first hour of trade today. Whole bunch of blue professional bars you can see kind of come in here, and then we kind of head off in the other direction. We found rainbow patterns into kind of lunchtime here at the moment on the 4,500 tip bar chart, but I expect to see this kind of continue, maybe break new highs, because we've not seen that exhaustion buying to end the move. This was signal just to get the move going. And up here at the 1350s, we're certainly kind of, it's an area where we've been kind of overvalued kind of previously. So we've hit it a few times and kind of found resistance, but could see us kind of breaking through. I just don't see a lot of signals to say that this whole trend move is kind of over. We're still, better X trend is still kind of in an uptrend. Trend oscillators turned over on Friday, but took profits. I don't know whether it doesn't look kind of convincing that the top is in. So we'll kind of test around the 50s, I suppose, and just see if anybody's got any appetite to take it on. In terms of the lower time frame tip bar charts trading today, so coming into the morning's trade, we had pullback to end of trend. We actually had an end of trend sequence on this kind of blow off move here on the 500 tip bar chart, which is kind of left shoulder type stuff. Pullback to end of trend kind of gives us a little bit of a head move, and then we had blue professional bars that get taken out to the lows here at this kind of support level. So that was my signal to kind of get short into the first trade, and we had a little bit of a retrace. You can see these were amateur up bars coming into this cyclical resistance. Amateur up bars kind of here, turn away, go the other way, and until we make some kind of decent selling signal, kind of the market bottoms down here. So this was a nice bottom. You could see all these blue professional bars kind of coming in. It was an end of trend signal on the 500 tip bar chart here, so end of trend exhaustion selling signal kind of down here. Wait for the second cyclical turn after this. If this exhaustion signal had happened on the left shoulder here, I would have been kind of interested in this end of trend, but because it happened at the end of trend, I'm always waiting for the second cyclical turn. You can see amateur down bar into the professionals kind of come in straight away, kind of pick it up. And so that all that activity coincides with a pullback and an uptrend level on the 4,500 tip bar chart with all these blue professional bars. So right here, flush signal on 1,500 tip bar chart, so nice signal to get long. I kind of got out too early on this move, went long at 43.50 and got out at 45.50. It was good to 46.50, and it in fact made 47.50 if you kind of held through here till you got the exhaustion selling signal here. But that was, I got 3.5 points on my first trade, so I was quite happy with just 2 on this second, so I was kind of done. But then this little retrace here into a rainbow pattern at support was a really nice little entry signal here. So the kind of the up trend is kind of in place. We've had our exhaustion selling signal. This exhaustion buying signal here is just kind of the initial rally, people kind of switching positions, kind of getting the move going. kind of run out of steam, but when we see a testing bar like that down into a Rambo pattern, it holds. We get kind of quite severe selling, but the market doesn't break to new lows or anything like that. That's kind of a good support level because that's kind of been well tested. And now we're breaking up above resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart up here at the 48-49 level. Amateur down bar kind of holds and so on, so could well see us kind of just break into a trend move, breaking above 52s and seeing where this thing kind of ends. Anyway, so there we go. I'll just tag on my day trades. Hope you had a good day's trading today. Short 47.25. Short 47.25. And okay, the reason for getting short, on a amateur down bar, Rambo. Oh, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So 1500 tip bar chart, pullback to end of trend. Just had an exhaustion selling signal here. It was quite a high reading, about 10,000. Better momentum. And it's just at the wrong place to be exhaustion, so it's like explosive selling, kind of almost getting the move going. We had all this activity on Friday. Exhaustion selling, bullish divergence, flush patterns making this bottom here. Rushed into a gap on Sunday into exhaustion buying, pullback to end of trend. And so after the open we just had exhaustion buying, and it's almost like just selling off really quickly. This sequence was kind of amateur up bars, although we might be going through a little consolidation zone kind of here between 49 and 47, so let's see. Just short 47.25. Okay, just amateur up bars into a resistance level on the 500 tip bar chart here. Below support on 1500, so this is almost like support becomes resistance here. Got a little bit of a ways to run before we get cyclical support on 45, so we need to turn around and break these lows. Okay, we're coming around again, so just tested that 47.75 level, come around, exhaustion selling. This is like quite a lot of selling kind of as we're coming around here. Now it just looks like two amateur up bars into support becomes resistance. Got cyclical energy kind of swinging over on the 1500 tip bar chart. We need this to be kind of on the shoulder. We need an exhaustion selling signal before it's all over. Still holding for this timing wise. Let's see. It's taken a while to turn around. Got resistance coming on 1500 tip bar chart. Just went into 48s and a quarter. Kind of, no one rushing here at least. So another bullish divergence coming on 1500. Got this timing kind of coming out here, but just looks like a little bit of a complex retracement. Here we go. Complex retracement. Okay, what's that? See what happens. Okay, there's amateur down bars on 500 and 1500 tip bar chart. Just kind of almost testing down. Just kind of wary about this. Just waiting for the cyclical low to kind of come in on the 15. Low already is 45.75 down here. So kind of getting close to, maybe if we hit that we'll get a little bit of a run. See if the blue flush bar's going to come in on this leg. We're running out of time here in terms of cyclical support coming in on the 4500 tip bar chart, so just have a little breakdown and see what happens. Here we are, 45.75, and we've got a little bit of a technical bounce here the first time we hit it. Now we're kind of coming back down through it. It's kind of good, breaking support on 500 tip bar chart, so maybe we'll see pullback to end of trend on this move, kind of coming in cyclical support on 4500. No blue professional bars. We've had a little bit of a sequence here. We're just due for support soonish. Target's 43.25. Good. All of a sudden, the confidence kind of goes in the market. We're down at 44s. Just looking for 43.25. And this is kind of well below support, so we should see a pullback to end of trend on the 500. That's kind of due, and it's kind of the breakout level that we broke out from on Sunday evening. So let's see, minus 5,000. Okay, we just bounced momentarily here, but 500 tip bar chart, we're looking for pullback to end of trend sequence here. We've got a line like this of bullish divergence patterns. You always end up with a final kind of flush move down. There's an amateur down bar. So for that sequence to bottom with the 4500 tip bar chart, we need pullback to end of trend. So here we go. Hopefully as we come around here, this will be a pullback and a downtrend signal. Yeah, well, it bounced a little bit further than I expected. Amateur up bar though, 1500 tip bar chart. Still looking for that pullback to end of trend and a final kind of exhaustion selling signal. Pullback levels coming on the 4500 tip bar chart. So we're trying to find a low here. So there's pullback. So let's see this final sequence, pullback to end of trend, which will coincide with a support on 375. Alright. And the reason for just jumping out there was exhaustion selling signals kind of come in here. Blue professional bar kind of down on 15. 43.25 got touched, but it was so quick it just bounced off there, just came straight out. So that'll be a pullback to end of trend, so that's 4 or 3.5. So that's alright. And so the sequence down here, exhaustion selling, pullback to end of trend. There we go, end of trend's just gone off, and here are all the blue professional bars kind of coming in as we head into the lows. So I think that's an important point. It's pullback and an uptrend on a 4500 tip bar chart, so we could easily kind of turn around and go the other way. But I'm gonna quit there. It's 9:35 AM. This has been a kind of a slow market all the way down, so just kind of wait and see what kind of sets up later on, but I'm quite happy with that. Almost a one shot, one kill. Long 43.50. Long 43.50. And just checking my stops and targets. The okay, reason for getting long now. 1500 tip bar chart. So we had exhaustion kind of selling, setting this move off, and this ended up being a flush signal here, but it's a parallel kind of exhaustion selling signal to this one. It's kind of same amount of selling at the bottom of this move. Blue professional bars kind of coming on all these time frames. You can see them on the 500, testing back down, testing like this. End of trend on the 500, coinciding with cyclical support on 4500, and then because the exhaustion selling happened on the end of trend, waiting for the second cyclical turn off trend of trend. And so I think this was just a test down, being led by the amateurs here. Blue professional bars kind of come and step in immediately at 43s. So, and you know, it looks like bullish divergence type pattern on 1500 tip bar chart. So playing a retrace of pullback to end of trend, so that hopefully we've bottomed here. So long 43.50, let's see where it goes. Okay, well that's looking nice, just kind of rallied to 44.5s. Bullish divergence coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. And more blue professional bars, a whole bunch of them now, 4500. So hopefully got the trend direction right, and we'll kind of break out into an uptrend. Next stop, kind of resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart. So let's see, here we go, breaking up to almost 45s. Okay, we've just broken up to 45.75, and I'm just moving my target to 46.50, just because it's got 3.5 in the bag, so I don't want to, it's kind of plain sailing so far, and I think we're just going to get, you know, resistance kind of come in here, similar to this kind of previous top, which was 46. So a little bit of an overshoot to 46.50 would be nice, and then I'd be done. Let's just see, we're just broken 246 now. Okay, 46.50 got touched. I didn't get taken out. I'm at the back of the queue, and just had exhaustion buying go off here on the 15 and couple on the 500, so just anxious to get out and have cyclical resistance kind of come in here, so just hoping for another little kind of pop. About 45.50. For another 2, and it's a shame, just 46.50 got hit again, didn't get taken out, and just wary blue professional bar kind of coming in here, a little bit of a double top. Had exhaustion buying into this move, and I think it'll just kind of come back down, kind of test amateur down bar kind of type thing into this kind of area, and then kind of keep on going. So it's coming back up to 46s. Anyway, quite happy with that. So 3.5 on the first trade and 2 on the second. So definitely going to stop that. And there we go. Bearish divergence just came in on the 1500 tip bar chart after this exhaustion signal. So, and blue professional bar on 45. So it's running out of steam, and just rather be out here rather than kind of trying to get an extra half point or something. Well, a couple of minutes later on, 46.50 did get hit, but that's okay. Bearish divergence kind of come in here. We're just briefly kind of rolling over on the 500 tip bar chart, but I think there's a change of trend afoot just because we had pullback to end of trend kind of here. Anyway, them's the breaks. Hope you traded well today.